Hey everyone, we got some huge news for SoundHound AI stock investors, which I will share with you here in this video. Now, the company is making great progress in its growth, and there are specific reasons why the company is making that excellent progress, and that's what we're going to go into detail about in this video. So let's take a look.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
All right, so SoundHound AI, one of its key products is smart ordering, and that continues to gain strong adoption. So smart ordering uses voice AI for answering all inbound phone calls to take customer food orders and to answer numerous questions. Now, if you're wondering why this is gaining extra traction nowadays, it's because the cost of labor is increasing so rapidly. So businesses are looking to AI solutions to help offset some of these rising labor costs. Now, they're not going to let go of every single employee and replace them with artificial intelligence, but businesses are looking to replace some employees with artificial intelligence because of the rising cost of labor. It's no secret, right? Businesses need to do that. Otherwise, they're going to go out of business. They've tried raising prices and consumers are pulling back. They're not spending as much anymore at these facilities because they've raised prices by so much. And so businesses now need to find ways to lower costs so that they can keep customers coming back. And one of the ways they're going to lower cost is by having these smart ordering systems so that they don't need as many employees to be taking phone calls, answering questions, taking customer orders if a automated service can do that for them. Now already they are handling millions of calls per month. And last quarter they announced a pilot with Jersey Mike's, which is a pretty big restaurant here in the US. I don't know if they're worldwide, but I know they're pretty big in the US. The pilot was successful and they're adding more locations. We also expanded with Applebee's and now they have voice AI offering across multiple franchisees, resulting in an additional 500 locations this quarter alone. Now, that's great news for SoundHound AI stock investors. And for me, sometimes I consider an expansion with an existing customer as more valuable than signing a new customer. And I'll tell you why. When you expand with an existing customer, that tells me something as an investor. That tells me that you delivered good service and good return on investment, which led that business to spend more with you. Otherwise, they would not be spending more with you if you didn't deliver a good return on investment. So, whatever amount of money they spent compared to whatever amount of value that customer received must have been so strongly in their favor that they increased their investment with you. That's a really strong sign of success. And to me, that's a stronger sign of success than when a company like SoundHound AI signs a new customer. Okay, because the new customer is just coming on, trying it out, seeing if it will work. And if it doesn't work, they may not continue with SoundHound AI. They may not renew the contract. But when you're adding new locations with an existing customer, that's a strong sign that they're probably going to renew their contract and they're probably going to expand to even more locations. They don't do it all at once. So let's say you go into a trial with a company like Applebee's. Let's say, for instance, now I don't know exactly how many locations Applebee's has, but let's say, for example, they have 1,000 locations, right? They're going to try you out for, let's say, 10 locations. And if they like what they see, they're going to expand from 10 to maybe 100. And if they like your performance at that scale, they're going to then try you out for maybe 500. And if they like you at that scale, then they'll maybe roll it out to their full 1,000 locations. So businesses don't usually go from 10 locations to all 1,000 locations all at once. They don't usually make that big leap. But when you see increases, it generally means that they're heading towards that level. They're heading towards replacing and adding to all locations. And that's really good news for SoundHound AI stock investors. Now, We're going to see a lot of good news in this in this update that I'm sharing with you in the video. But I just wanted to remind everyone that I don't have SoundHound AI stock rated as a buy. You can see here I have it rated as a hold or a market perform, and I last updated that recommendation on May 9th. My primary reason for not rating SoundHound AI stock as a buy is because of the valuation compared to its profit forecasts for next year and beyond. Remember, the company said they're shooting for being adjusted EBITDA positive by the end of 2025. And given their valuation compared to that forecast, I'm just thinking for me, it's not a worthwhile risk versus reward. But I'm going to acknowledge that the company has excellent prospects ahead, which, speaking of its excellent prospects, let's continue with their ambitions here. So SoundHound also has Employee Assist, which uses conversational voice AI technology to support employees like a co-pilot across a variety of tasks via their headsets. This is also very valuable. Now, imagine you're a business owner that hires employees, and imagine your business is growing, so you may not have a lot of time to train your employees on all of the various tasks that they need to be trained on. Well, what if you can have your training manual recorded for each task, right? This is how you do this specific task. You have it recorded, a maybe 3-minute tutorial on how to do each specific task. Or maybe you just put it into your large language model, all of the information that's needed for each specific task that a employee might need to do. And so an employee throughout the course of a day, when they're confused about how to do something, they can just ask and get an answer about how to do something, right? Instead of how it works now is if you have an employee and you're a business owner and they don't know what to do at that moment, they may need to call you or email you and connect with you. And now imagine you have 20 businesses that you're operating, or you have thousands of employees across your businesses. Every day they're emailing you and calling you for help. That might get overwhelming. So this is also an added value to businesses, and I wouldn't be surprised if this gains more traction for SoundHound AI going forward as well. I've been talking about how this technology SoundHound is implementing is really valuable, adds productivity to businesses, and they're only at the tip of the iceberg here in unlocking the value of this product. It has mass use applications, and so long as SoundHound continues to execute and deliver good value, like they've demonstrated here, right, with Applebee's, they've demonstrated good value and Applebee's is expanding. If they keep executing like that, keep expanding, getting in, expanding, this opportunity, they can just keep going and unlocking. They're really, really in just the very early stages. They're not even going to generate 100 million in revenue this year. Their forecast is for a midpoint of around 71 million in revenue, just to highlight how small they are versus the total addressable market opportunity, which is massive. So really great news here for SoundHound AI stock investors. Did you know that over 90% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed? It'll really help support my channel if you hit that subscribe button. And oh, by the way, one of the benefits of being subscribed is that I take requests from subscribers more often than I do from non-subscribers. So if you prefer that benefit, please subscribe to the channel.